is Mary, and today's class is about meeting your body where it is and not where you think it should be. Tightness isn't a flaw. It's your body's way of communicating. When we meet it with curiosity instead of force, it softens over time. Not because we've pushed it, but because we listened. So let today be a practice of soft strength, the kind that doesn't rush or strain, but moves with awareness, breath, and kindness. So today we're going to meet on our backs. We're going to have a supported chest opener or heart opener. So we're going to place our blocks in the middle of our backs, and we can have another block to support our heads as well. So kind of in this T shape back here. All right, so we place that block right back here. Our head's on this block. We're going to open up that chest, open up the arms. And from here, we're just going to breathe. Notice our inhales and exhales. Noticing the natural rhythm of our breath, not changing it. And from here, we'll set our intention to our practice. An intention can be something like, I soften for strength, or I soften to create space, or there is wisdom in going slow. And as we breathe, we're creating warmth in our throats. Warmth throughout our bodies. And slowly we're going to come up into a seated position. Remove our blocks and set them to the side. We're going to do a few rounds of cat-cow. Oh, I guess that's the beginning of the song. Okay, that's okay. All right, so okay, we're gonna inhale, lift our noses or our gaze up high, arching the stomach towards the ground, lifting the hips towards the sky. Exhale, we're gonna do the cat pose, arching the spine up to the sky. Exhale. And as we're doing this, our shoulders are stacked above our wrists, hips stacked above our knees. And with our breath, we can gently move our bodies side to side, keeping that tabletop strong. Right now, we're just moving to whatever our body feels is best. Creating space where we need space, and comfort where we need comfort. Now we're going to take our right hands, we're going to thread it underneath our left arm, putting our shoulders to the mat. Now if you feel pain, put a block where your shoulder goes. so you can have more stability. You're gonna inhale, shoot the right arm up to the sky. Inhale, and exhale, put it back to neutral. We're gonna go with our left side. We're gonna shoot the left arm up to the sky. Exhale, needle, thread the needle. I'm gonna move that block back here so that our left shoulder has a place to rest. Again, continuing that flow of breath. Inhale, back to the sky. Exhale, neutral tabletop. Now we're going to sink our hips back into child's pose. Knees wide for more of a hip opener stretch. Fingers, sending our fingers to the top of the mat. Stretching our side bodies. Head is resting onto the mat. And if this feels too tight or too uncomfortable, if there's too much tension in the body, we can take a block, put it to where our head is resting. And if that still feels too tight, you can go ahead and do puppy pose. So it's similar to child's pose, which is here with our sit bones or tailbone down to our feet. We're just gonna bring that up, still stretching those arms, and that chest is down towards the mat. But our feet and our hips are we can almost be at a 90-degree. From there, from child's pose or puppy pose, we're gonna stretch our bodies left to right. So we can put our hands to the very left side of the mat and cross our right arm over our left. We're gonna inhale into our right side bodies. And exhale. Inhale, fingers go towards the center. Exhale, fingers go to the right of the mat. Left arm over right. Inhale to that left side body now. Return to the center of the mat. Alright, so now we're going to return to our tabletops and tuck our back toes, lift our knees and lift our hips up to the sky. We're going to slowly walk up to the top of the mat. If this forward fold feels like too much, feels too intense, put your blocks in front. You either have it on its lowest setting or its highest setting, whichever is feeling best for you. And we're going to practice a couple sun salutations. So we're going to fold, exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Now plant our hands, put right and left foot back up to high plank. And we're going to take our elbows and do a low plank into our chaturanga. Alright, and then feet flat on the floor. Our chest is going to raise up for a cobra. Inhale. Exhale. Into downward facing dog. And if downward facing dog is feeling too tight, you can lift up your heels, have a micro bend in your knees. push that tailbone up to the sky. And if this is still feeling too tight, we can go back into that puppy pose as well. So it's more like this, with our knees to the ground, but still outstretching our back and our shoulders. All right. So from downward facing dog or from puppy pose, we're going to lift our right legs into the sky. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to plant our right foot between our hands. We're going to do a low lunge. Okay, and in low lunge, we can again have our blocks to support ourselves. And if this feels like too much, you can also use the blocks for the back. Our left palm onto the mat or onto our blocks. We're going to take our right, we're going to have an easy twist. So right hand to the sky. Exhale. Back to neutral. All right, so now we're going to tuck our left toes and shoot our right foot back, high plank. And now we're going to complete our vinyasa by starting from the high plank into chaturanga. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, untuck the toes into downward facing dog. Now we're going to go on our left side, shoot our left foot up into the sky, keeping those hips square. And again, if this is feeling too tight on your hamstrings or your legs, allow yourself to have that micro bend. Inhale. With exhale, send your left foot to the top of the mat. So we can do that low lunge again. We're going to lower our right knee to the mat. And then again, have the easy twist. So left hand goes up to the sky, inhale. And gaze lifts as well. And exhale, plant that left hand back. Then we're going to shoot that, untuck the right toes, and shoot that left foot to meet the right in our high plank. And when we're in our high plank, make sure we're zipping up that belly to the spine, and our shoulders are over our wrists, stacked over our wrists. So now we're going to send our tailbone back into a downward facing dog. And then we're going to take our toes, we're going to slowly walk up to the top of the mat. We're going to inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms straight up to the sky, and we're going to sink into Utkatasana or chair pose. And from this pose, we're keeping our bodies very strong. Almost as if we're shooting up into the sky rather than actually taking a seat down. And our toes or our feet can come to touching if that's accessible, but if not, we can separate them a little bit. Keeping those arms lifted, inhale. Exhale, we're going to bring our hands to heart center, and we're actually going to twist to our left side. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And twisting our whole bodies to our left, still keeping our hips square, our hips facing the top of the mat, but our bodies are twisted. We inhale. Inhale back to heart center. Exhale, twisting to the right side. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, now we're gonna cartwheel our feet or our hands back. We're gonna go into a warrior two. And so how we're gonna get there is our hands are up. We're going to shoot that left leg back, but it's going to be at that 45-degree angle. And our feet are more like train tracks rather than on a tightrope. So go from chair pose, inhale, exhale, warrior two. And so from our warrior two, there we go, we're bending that knee, not quite over the toes. We still want to be able to see the toes. And we're sealing that foot to the ground, having a lot of power in the glutes, but we're still squeezing the thighs together so we have that power with us. Inhale, we're going to do exalted warrior. So our left arm is going to kind of embrace our back. We're going to lift our right arm up over our head and our gaze is going to follow. Inhale, cartwheel those arms back to frame the right foot. Then we're going to go back into our high plank. All right. Now we're going to, now we're sending those hips back into downward facing dog, taking that left leg up. Inhale, exhale. Oh wait. Back into downward facing dog. We're slowly going to walk ourselves back up to the mat. Okay, and then halfway lift, inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, back to that chair pose. So strength in our muscles as we hold. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to heart center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, now we're going to do that, go into that warrior two on the opposite side. So before we had the right foot forward, now we'll have our left foot. So we're going to take that right foot back. So we're in chair pose, Utkatasana, and then we're going to go back into our warrior two. We're going to lean in, lengthening the spine, and our hips are actually going to be squared towards the right side of our mat. Lean in, keeping strong, engaging the core. Inhale, inhale, exalted warrior, hugging our right hand around our spine, lifting that left arm up, lifting the gaze with our fingers. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to frame that left foot. And send that left foot back to high plank. Chaturanga, arms tight towards the sides, all the way to the floor. Inhale, chest goes up, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slowly going to get into a seat. So we're going to be seated on our mats. If it feels helpful for you, you can have a blanket or a bolster to sit underneath your seat bones. All right, send our feet or our legs forward. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. And if this doesn't feel accessible to you in this moment, reach for the shins or have a strap, and as long as you're stretching your hamstrings. Inhale, back to a neutral seat. We're gonna go into our figure 4 stretch. So our left ankle is gonna go over our right knee. We're just pressing in so we can feel that glute stretch to the side. And if this doesn't feel like it's getting enough stretch for you, we can either lay back and take our palms into our right thigh and bring our left leg closer to our chest. Inhale, feet back up to the sky. Exhale, right side. So that right ankle is on that left thigh. And you're pulling it in towards your chest from your left leg. Both legs lay flat on the ground. And now we're going to do a full body twist. So our right leg is going to come up, our left hand is going to go on the outside of our thigh. We're going to bring that right leg over to the left side, keeping our shoulders still flat on the mat. We're going to reach our right arm to the side, gaze falls to the right fingers. We're going to be here for a few breaths. Bring the body back to neutral. Lift that left leg up. Take that right hand to the outside of your left thigh and bring it over to your right side. Left arm goes out. Gaze follows the left fingers. And again, we're here for a few more breaths. Bring the spine back to neutral. Raise the glutes for a glute bridge and a body stretch. Exhale slowly. Put the seat bones back onto the mat. Lay the body completely flat as we go into our Shavasana. Everyone keep their eyes closed, their jaws soft, as the weight of your head, your hands, and your feet fall into the mat. Settle into the mat. Allow yourself to enjoy any pleasant sensations that come up and and allow any tensions to ease. When you are ready, with your eyes still closed, roll onto the right side of your bodies into a fetal position, holding and hugging your body closely into each other. And just as slowly as you roll to your right side, gently find yourself to a seated position. Hands to heart center. Take a few gentle inhales with the intention of kindness